This is for Year 12 Further Maths. We're going to look at question 5 from exercise 5D. Okay, so we've got a table that shows the relationship between horsepower of 10 cars and their fuel consumption. So as we can see from the graph, we've got, I wouldn't say it's strong because it's still slightly fuzzy. It's decreasing. It's not strong. I'll say it's moderate to strong. So I'm tempted to say moderate. So moderate, decreasing, and it's non-linear. Okay, so strength direction form, and I want to apply a reciprocal transformation on the variable consumption. Okay, now really important, we've got to be able to identify what variable consumption is. Is it the EV or the RV? Okay, so if you look at the graph itself, the EV is always the x-axis and the RV is always the y-axis. So when you look at the table, you should label your EV and your RV. Okay, really important because sometimes they've switched them around. Okay, and you like the table presents it in RV and EU form, like RV first and then EV, and then you run into trouble because you got the order wrong. Okay, now as you can see, how do I also know it's a reciprocal transformation? Because the consumption is 1 divided by consumption. Okay, so your x variable has been reciprocated. So they put 1 on there. Now I want to enter the data into my calculator. So, okay, I'm going to go back to statistics. I'm going to delete everything and let's enter the data in. Again, really important that we're vigilant that we enter this correctly, because if you get this wrong, I'm sorry, no matter how good you are, did everything else right, you won't get the marks because I can't tell what mistake you made. Okay. 10.6, 10.9, 7.7, and then let's keep going. Just double checking I've entered the data right, so sometimes I don't, and it's not worth it. Okay, so 14.6, 10.9, 7.7. Okay, great. Now 155, 125, 75, 110, 138, 88, 80, 70, 100, and 103. Now, how do I do a reciprocal transformation on the x? All I need to do is, I'm on list 3, so I go down until I go to the box of the cal, then I type in 1 divided by list list 1, okay, because this one is your EV. Okay, enter, and it does it for you. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to graph my EV, which is now list 3, to with respect to RV. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go calc, regression, linear regression. My EV, because we transformed the x, is now x squared, so it's list 3. My y remains the same. I click OK, and I get my I get my A and B value, my grade, my intercept, and my gradient. Now it says 3 significant figures, so really careful. You always read like what the question wants you to answer in. 3 significant figures means you count from the left and you start counting at your first non-zero number. So I'm going at the left, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you stay the same because the next number is not 5 or greater. So it's 22.1. That's 3 sig figs. And then your B value, you go 6, 8, 9. Okay, you stop there, but you look at the next value to see if you round. You do have to round. Okay, this is a 9. This goes up to 10. Okay, so if it goes up to 10, then the next number goes up, and that comes a 0. So it'd be 690. 690. 690. Okay. If you miss that, I'll just quickly go over that again. So 689.95. 689.95. I want 3 sig figs, so first non-zero number from the left is 6. Second, third, that's 3 sig figs, okay? But you're rounding up. So if you round up a 9, it comes a 10. So what happens is the 8 gets rounded up now, 6 to 9, and this becomes a 0 like that. Okay, so 690. Now it says use the equation to predict the horsepower of a car with a fuel consumption of 9 kilometers per liter. Okay, so we want to predict what the horsepower would be if the consumption is 9. Okay, they're giving you the equation now, or we've worked out the equation. So horsepower equals 22.1 plus 690 times 1 divided by consumption. And the consumption they give us is 9, so we'll just put in 9. So all you're doing in calculator is go 22.1 plus 690 times 1 divided by 9. And I assume I'm not sure of how many decimal places. It should be 98.77. So we're predicting 99.77, or I'm not sure if it rounds it. If it rounds the whole number, that's 100. Depending on what the rounding requirement is, this is what your horsepower is going to be. Okay. Now, I'll show you the easy way to do the regression calculator. Remember how I taught you in class that I install software? You just go to, so you must type in your data, make sure your list 1, list 2 are correct. All you need to do now, and your EV is in list 1 and your RV is in list 2, and go to the program. Yours won't be in the further math folder, it'll be in the main, and the program's called transfer. You play it, and you click OK. You want to do you got 1 on X transformation, so that'll be, let's check, 3 for 1 on X. So click 3, click OK, and okay, it's still, I think this is still an issue of the program, so we won't use it yet. Okay, because it doesn't quite give me the right answer. Okay, let me double check. Okay, I think it hasn't gotten the right program. Anyway, ignore the program. Just do it like that for question 5.